There are jewels that were born to dazzle, and others that seem to have been born as warnings. They don't shine only for their beauty, but for the trail of accidents, tragedies, obsessions, and uncomfortable silences that surround them. Some have changed destinies, others have taken lives, and a few still wait, motionless in display cases, as if they know history is not finished with them yet. Hello, people of the internet. Welcome to a new video. These are not simple luxury pieces. They are jewels that, in one way or another, learned how to bite. Number 1. The Hope Diamond, the blue that seems to watch you, 17th century to present. Its color is hypnotic, a blue so deep it seems to absorb the light, and perhaps something more. Mined in India around 1668, the Hope Diamond has for centuries been linked to financial ruin, premature deaths, and chains of misfortune. Overthrown kings, ruined heirs, and owners who ended up alone or destitute all seem to be part of its silent biography. There is, of course, no scientific proof of its supposed curse, but when a jewel accumulates more tragedies than happy anniversaries, one starts to wonder whether chance ever gets tired. Since 1958, it has rested in the Smithsonian Museum, protected by bulletproof glass, as if even the modern world prefers to admire it from a distance, just in case.
Number 2. The Koh-i-Noor, the diamond that divides empires, 13th century to present. Its name means mountain of light, though its history looks more like a mountain of blood. First mentioned in texts from the 13th century, the Koh-i-Noor has changed hands through conquests, betrayals, and wars. Each new owner did not inherit it, they seized it. For centuries, an unsettling belief formed around it. The diamond brings good fortune only to women, while men who possess it often end up dethroned, defeated, or dead. The superstition was not born of fear, but of repetition. Since its arrival in Great Britain in 1849, the Koh-i-Noor has been part of the British crown jewels, locked behind glass that cannot silence the diplomatic tensions it still provokes. Some jewels are passed down through generations. This one seems to demand conquest, and always charges a price. Number 3. The Delhi Amethyst, the stone that ruins destinies, 19th century. At first glance, it is discreet, almost modest, a gem that does not scream luxury or power, but its reputation is fierce. The legend of the Delhi amethyst solidified in the late 19th century when it was allegedly stolen from a sacred temple in India during the 1857 rebellion. From that point on, unexplained illnesses, sudden bankruptcies, and suspicious deaths were attributed to its path. The stone changed hands as if no one could keep it without paying a price. Its last owner, Edward Heron Allen, exhausted by the chain of misfortunes, decided to donate it to a museum in 1944, accompanied by an unusual letter. It did not certify its authenticity, but warned of the bad luck that seemed to follow it. Not all jewels want to be worn. Some, like this one, seem content to be observed from afar or permanently locked away.
Number 4. Marie Curie's radioactive necklace, 1898 to present. It doesn't shine like diamonds or boast luxury, but it is probably one of the most dangerous jewels ever created. After discovering radium in 1898, Marie Curie often carried vials, necklaces, and small objects infused with the substance, fascinated by its mysterious greenish glow, unaware of the price it would demand. Today, more than a century later, her personal belongings, including jewelry, are still radioactive and are preserved under strict safety protocols. There is no mystical curse here, no inherited legend, just pure science. And yet the result is just as unsettling. This necklace proves that even knowledge, when held too close to the heart, can become a mortal risk. Number 5. Cleopatra's Emeralds, Beauty with an Edge, 1st century BC. During Cleopatra's reign, between 51 and 30 BC, emeralds were not simple ornaments, they were symbols of absolute power. The queen adored them and turned them into an extension of her authority, but also into pieces charged with intrigue, betrayal, and silent executions. In the Egyptian court, a jewel could be a gift or a sentence disguised as a favor.
Wearing an emerald did not just mean status, it meant aligning yourself within a political game where a single miscalculated gesture could cost you your head. Sometimes the most dangerous jewel is not the one that kills directly, but the one that forces you to choose sides and accept the consequences.
Number 6. The Iron Crown of Lombardy, 4th century to 19th century. It does not appear especially luxurious, but its weight is not in the gold. Supposedly forged in the 4th century, its core is believed, according to tradition, to contain a nail from the crucifixion of Christ. More than a jewel, it is a reliquary turned into a symbol of absolute power. For more than 1,000 years, it crowned kings and emperors, including Charlemagne and Napoleon Bonaparte in 1805. And yet, few who wore it ended well. Defeats, exiles, and violent deaths echo repeatedly throughout its history. Whoever places this crown upon their head assumes not only power, but a crushing burden. Perhaps that is why no ruler emerged unscathed. More than a crown, it is a heavy promise, and almost always a broken one. Number 7. Poison rings of the Renaissance, 15th to 16th centuries. Between 1400 and 1600, some jewels stopped being symbols of status and became perfect weapons. Poison rings hid tiny compartments capable of releasing their lethal contents with an almost imperceptible gesture, a handshake, a kiss on the cheek, a calculated caress. They were beautiful, ingenious, and deadly. They were not cursed or surrounded by superstition. They were designed to kill, and that makes them even more disturbing, because when danger is born not from legend, but from human intention, the sparkle turns into a threat. Number 8. The Black Orlov Diamond, the eye that watches from the shadows, 17th century. Legend places its origin in India, where it was supposedly stolen from a sacred statue, and its arrival in Europe around 1750. From then on, the Black Orlov diamond became marked by a chilling story. 3 owners, 3 tragic endings, all linked to suicide and ruin. Coincidence? Perhaps, but repetition casts a shadow that is hard to ignore. Even in the 20th century, jewelers decided to recut it in hopes of breaking the supposed curse. When even experts prefer not to tempt fate, something lingers in the air, as if the diamond not only reflected light, but also watched from the darkness.
Number 9. Jewels that cause obsession, 18th century to present. Not all dangerous jewels kill immediately. Some prefer to consume slowly. From the great European royal houses of the 18th century to today's multi-million-dollar auctions, certain pieces do not destroy bodies, but entire lives. Collectors who ruin fortunes, feuding heirs, families shattered by a single possession. Here, the danger is not in the gem or the metal, but in what they awaken. Greed, rivalry, the obsessive need to own. Like a brilliant mirror that reflects not beauty, but our darkest version. The invisible jewel, the luxury you can't let go. Perhaps the most dangerous one has no name and no display case. It is the jewel that symbolizes status, power, or validation, the one that makes someone risk everything just to wear it. It doesn't cut, it doesn't poison, it doesn't radiate, but it dominates. And sometimes that is enough. In the end, these jewels teach us something unsettling. The danger is not always in the stone, the metal, or the design, but in the history they carry and in what they awaken in those who touch them. Perhaps that is why the title falls short. They are not just the most dangerous jewels in the world. They are brilliant reminders that beauty, when mixed with power, ambition, and mystery, can become something as fascinating as it is dangerous, and that not everything that shines should be worn so close to the skin. If you liked the video, give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel.